Thinking of trying the most expensive restaurant here, the waitress at the door blocked her, gazing at her with disdain. Suddenly noticed the girl's expensive coral G hairpin. Knew she wasn't an ordinary person. The waitress instantly changed her attitude and welcomed the girl in. The girl was indeed not an ordinary person. She was a rising star in the local culinary scene, a new star on the rise. Keep your day. Just wanted to see how the prestigious Dragon Pavilion cooks, and to draw some inspiration. So the girl only ordered a bowl of shroom soup. It was truly delicious. Not only loved in the freshness of the ingredients, but also offered warm and fragrant taste. This is the level she needs to achieve. But it couldn't be the same as others. As the girl pondered, she turned and saw someone making dry fish. She bought a piece to take home, sliced thinly and placed it before the water boils. Since it's a base broth, just simmer at a short time. Served a small plate for Madame A-Fang to taste. The flavor was indeed stunning, aromatic and rich in flavor. She also tried it and felt it was missing something. The next day, she came to the store to have the girl try it. As well as Madame de Lian's husband, the two were also full of praise. And it was said that this is clearly different from the previous kelp broth. It was explained that the kelp broth is mild and sweet, flavor softens and disperses in the mouth. This time the fish broth is rich and thick, flavor concentrates on the tongue. Leon's husband chimed in. Wouldn't it be more exciting to combine the two? This made Zero realize, yes, this is exactly the feeling she wanted. So she cooked the kelp with the dry fish at night, constantly changing the proportions and cooking time. After trying all night, the kelp and fish were used up, but she still couldn't achieve the desired taste. Madame A-Fang next to her, felt pain looking at her persistent yet lonely figure. The next day she came back to the shop still trying. Suddenly, a delivery guy walked in. He brought out the best kelp and dried fish. Both the boss and Zero were confused. They hadn't purchased these. Then Madame A-Fang ran in, and now directly in front of the boss. She hoped the boss would let her use the kelp and dried fish to continue trying. Just as Zero was about to help the lady up, she realized the coral hairpin on her head was gone. It turned out Madame A-Fang had sold the pin to buy these ingredients. Zero was moved to tears. A new round of trials began, or ran over. To cook it just right, she even tempted herself. After an unknown number of attempts, she laid out a bowl of soup, ritualistically took a bite. This is the flavor, and Ling finally smiled. With this perfect broth, the first dish she made was steamed back. Earlier, Dr. Nagata came to treat Mrs. A-Fang. He said that women with deficient blood could benefit from eggs. In addition, Lily's help with sleep and deco nuts provide nutrition. Both were also steamed into the dish. After tasting the smoothness of the dish, combined with the richness of the broth, it was simply perfect. Seeing the lilies and ginkgo nuts inside, it was just as well through tears. For her, the love poured into this dish had long surpassed mere food. Delicious. Really delicious. After a round of processing and packaging at the shop, on top of the original base, a shrimp was added. As soon as the new product was launched, the Quaint House immediately became the busiest place in town. And this worth quickly sold out on a new round of food rankings. The Quaint House with its silky steamed deck, as soon as it was listed, it reached the runner-up position. The excited owner knelt before it. Had been in the food industry for decades. This was the first time his small shop made the list. The small shop became increasingly busy. The kind-hearted owner clicked when he welcomed Ling. Again brought in a whole list holla. Lily was quite diligent, busy working as soon as you arrived. Seeing Ling cook, she just quietly stood at the door. Zero asked her to come in. Lily mentioned that, except for the chef, in the previous restaurant, others would get scolded by the boss if they didn't enter the kitchen. Hearing this made her feel sympathetic. She smiled and gently waved at Alu, who was about to leave. While cooking, she let Alu learn beside her. She even promised to make her a female chef as well. This gave Alu a sense of belonging. But a few days later, the customers at Quaint House suddenly decreased. The boss rushed in and said, the long-time #1 on the food list, Dread and Tower, opened a branch. Among the new dishes, there is a silky smooth steamed back custard.